Hey guys, it's the Diskins Do Everything, and we're doing a little bit of lawn maintenance this morning, and Andy and me wanted to show you kind of how to mow lines into your yard and what some good tips. So I wanted to start off with just showing you some stuff about what she's doing. So you see how a really important part of this is that she's not following the same line every single time. So when you notice that when she comes across and turns around, she's not going down the exact same path. And what that's doing is this. So when you look at line, just find a good spot. When you look at the lines like this, you're gonna see that there's dark and there's light. Dark, light, and that's just her going back and forth. But you notice the symmetry of the path and the fact that she's not just going down here, turning around and coming back this way, and then turning around and going back that way. She's actually overlapping almost an entire half. And that's really important to getting all the grass and getting really good symmetry. You wanna overlap, or else you're gonna have little grass buddies all along your lines, and it's gonna look bad. So when you do it with the overlap, you end up getting everything. The reason why she goes so far over is that if you just overlap a little bit, you end up with this line being like smushed in with the other ones, and it doesn't look super good. And so being able to get all the grass, create symmetry so that your lines look super good is the goal of that. The other thing that's really important to doing a lawn that a lot of people don't realize, hey babe,
hey,
a lot of people don't realize is that doing this double row right at the beginning before you start going back and forth is what's going to give you that border to allow you to turn around and get really good space. And this is something you do every time. This part's going to change. We're going to tell you that in a sec. But this part, you're going to do the same every time. And what you want to do is when you go around the yard, ours is counterclockwise because our mower, but our mower, the blade turns this way. And so any grass that isn't getting picked up by the bag, or if you end up mulching or something, that's going to spit, out to the grass instead of going that way.
So you don't get all the grass in your beds,
into the beds. Yeah. So your first row is going to be counterclockwise, and then your second row, well, whatever way to blower, and then come around and go the opposite direction so that you're creating a 2 wide strip. And then you just pick which direction. So this is a really important thing that you wanted to make sure everyone knew is like.
Well, so just for a side note, if you have a smaller, thinner lawn and you're forced, because we have some side lawn and then we have a front lawn that's kind of thinner.
Oh yeah, we'll go out showing that.
What you do is, so for this big of a lawn,
you've
got a lot of options. Now you can go, if you're a type of person that likes to do it a certain way, you can go counterclockwise to your lines.
Boom, boom, boom.
So you move your line every time
yeah,
you mow.
so like let's explain that. Yeah, so like today you went this way, and then so what you're saying is the next time.
Last week I went this way. You can
Yeah.
see the lines.
So next time you're gonna go this way, and then the next time she'll turn it a little bit, so that you're not getting grooves.
But for me, because of the way that our lawn is shaped and it's kind of odd, sometimes I'll just pick a spot.
Yeah.
And to make a straight line too, I don't know if Wes told you, to make a straight line, what you do is you focus on a bush or a tree or a rock wall or something in front of you. And what you do to make that straight line all the way across your lawn, say if you have a good sized lawn or a small lawn or whatever, you're going to focus on that one and you're going to keep your eye on that.
Don't look at your feet, right?
Don't look at your feet. Don't look at the mower.
Look
Just
at
look at that
like,
spot and you will make a perfectly straight line every time.
You don't want to fall off. You look at what it is.
It's a trick I learned when I worked for a landscape company, and it works.
She used to run crews, so she mows. She's the mow. Let's go up and around and actually show them that front patch, because I think that's really important. Those little lawns.
Because those ones. So what I was saying about that is. And we'll tell you when we get up there, because I have to make straight lines on those every time. Same.
But you are able to vary it a little bit.
Vary it a little, so you don't get ruts.
So, because you don't want the ruts, This top one's pretty straightforward, and it's kind of annoying to have to change the paths. But what are you doing? Oh, spiders. So this top patch. We love, like, this is my favorite run, which is going to be running it this way.
There's not a ton
but
of
you
run
can't
options for
always
this.
do it the same. So the horrible way is to go,
and
down.
I don't do that very often.
We have to,
I don't want to.
but you want to change it up. so you don't.
You can just move it
Right.
even just a slight deviation.
Just a little
it's
bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that. And then coming down to the straight narrows, if you watched our yard walkthrough, you know we've got some narrow stuff. And again, we got a little road noise out front. So we'll try to talk a little louder down here, but sorry, I'm breathing hard. But like here's,
do opposite sides of this.
but here's your one where you've got, you know, a straight bit of yard. This one isn't as big of a deal because it's not as nice.
Well, no. So what I do with this though is I do try and move it just a little bit
like,
over each time I
You'll
mow.
start
So
here
I'll-
one time,
Yeah.
right, and go back and forth, and then
Yes.
the other time you'll start.
I'll go the
sorry,
other way.
You'll start here, go back and forth, and then you'll start here and go back and forth.
And then sometimes I actually have
Same out
done
here.
some diagonal lines, but that's very tough and it's time consuming, and a lot of times I don't really.
Yeah, sometimes we get, by the end of summer, we have yard fatigue, as you can imagine.
This
But like,
one can be deviated
but
too,
this is
but I
like
tend to go-
our favorite. And so when you look at, you know, these lines, that's her, you know, she'll pick a line. It's a little easier
I'll
because
pick
it's
a
straight,
side.
but like,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm going to walk straight. And a lot of the thing I notice is that like with the mower in front of me, sometimes what helps me is if I have a straight line here, when I move over the next step, I pick a spot on the mower that the line is touching so that I just stay with that other, you know what I'm saying? Like it's lined up with the filter on the mower or something, and I stick it to the filter and I just run it all the way
This
out.
one is tough too because, and it depends on say your lawn is longer, right? So this lawn tends to be a lot longer than the other
It
ones
gets
because
bigger,
it's a
yeah.
little healthier, and it's because we didn't do sod on this lawn. We did it ourselves. So we put the dirt
So it's
down,
seeded.
We seeded it.
All the rest
so
was sod.
it is a little healthier, and I don't know why, but it just is.
It's a little crazy.
So this one, when I mow, it's always a little longer. So I actually give myself, I do half the mower length on each stride.
Well, I've been noticing when I was explaining before, you're doing that in the back too. I think it's just you just do that because you.
As it's longer, because
Yeah.
our lawn, we tend to fertilize,
And that ends
want it
up
to be
giving
really
you
healthy, so it's
really
always
great-
a little long, but.
You know, really great lines that are symmetrical. So that's the yard. And so again, you know, she goes around and then runs. We're always smaller yards. We still do a little.
Around at least once on this
Still do a
one,
bit of it
but
because-
I come back through and I don't tend to. Yeah. I
Because-
always make a border.
Because you're gonna have to turn around back here, so you might as well make a line or whatever. So, anyways, that is lawns.
This is for mowing with a 21-inch Honda mower.
Yeah,
So this is.
we got a 21-inch
for-
mower.
This is for hand mowing. Are you walking around? You're not on a mower.
Walk in. So remember, you're gonna make 2 strips around the outside. You're gonna try not to blow grass into your beds. Then you're gonna pick a deal, and then the next time that you do it, you're gonna change it up and start curving it around. And then remember, you want overlap so that you get all the grass in your yard. Okay? Thanks for watching. See you next time.